guys, welcome back to TLC Tuesdays. I'm so glad to have you here with me. Today we're going to be talking about the guest bathroom / kids bathroom. So thanks so much for joining me. As always, I love having y'all here. Please subscribe if you want to stay updated on when I put these videos out, as well as other videos we're putting out. Like the video, share it with your other remodel, makeover enthusiasts. And I also want to encourage y'all to comment below if there's anything specific y'all want to see, questions you have, inspiration, just wanted to bounce ideas off, any of that I'm always happy to do. I just so enjoy this. It really just feeds my creativity. That's sometimes hard to get out when you're a mom of 4 boys. Life just kind of takes over. So let's take a look at what we did to our guest bathroom. So as you can see here, this is what it was like when we bought it. So the first thing I saw in this bathroom was green. I was like totally overwhelmed by it. It just felt super dark. It made the bathroom feel small and tight and just not cheerful. Like this bathroom didn't come with any natural light. There's no windows. It's in a hallway that has no windows. So to me, the number one thing we had to do in this space was brighten it up. And the wall was going to be a big part of that. As you can see, there's texture on the wall. So that was also going to be something that needed to be removed, which I almost didn't do because it was going to be such a project, but it was going to be worth it in the long end, so we did it. But that was a headache that I was not prepared for, how long and how difficult that would be. So the first thing was the walls, brighten everything up. The second thing that we did was just replace everything. The only thing that stayed was the shower. And the reason is because it was clean, it was in great shape, it looked pretty new already. So the only thing that I would have done that I would have preferred to do was to take it out and tile it and put nice glass doors on it. But we wanted to make sure that we stayed cost friendly for the entirety of the house, but even for this space, because it's a guest bathroom, I would have rather put the money in the master bathroom. So as well as where this house is positioned, you always want to make sure that you're staying within the market that you're going to be selling it in anytime in the future. So my mom was gracious and came to help me with this project. She helped a lot in this house, but this bathroom was not fun. As we started to uncover the plaster, we came to find out there was about 4 or 5 layers of wallpaper underneath it, which made it very hard to get the plaster off. And so eventually we spent hours and hours and hours getting as much of it as we could off. And then I just got to the point where I was like, I'm just going to ask our drywall team, if I take a sander and I smooth it out as much as possible, can you just take a layer of mud and just smooth the rest of it out for us? And thankfully they could, and it turned out to be amazing. So it was definitely worth it in the end for how this bathroom turned out. So as you can see, the walls are all smooth now. We have a good light fixture, and we had a working shower, because like I said in the past videos, we were living here during all of this. The thing that was hard about this bathroom, that made it a little bit more challenging, was when we were putting baseboards in, TJ accidentally nailed into the water pipe, and the pipe behind the wall actually went at an angle. It didn't go straight down. So we were a few inches away from what we could see, but we didn't count on the water pipe not being straight. So nailed right into it, water going everywhere. We had to take the floors up, dry everything, had a plumber come out, I think a day or 2 later. So we were without water. Even for a day, that's a lot with 4 boys. Thankfully, they're boys. So it wasn't a huge deal, but it was definitely interesting. So that was fun. So now we can start looking with more progress. So we got the vanity. So like I said, we did everything new. There was nothing that was really salvageable to me, because the work we were trying to do to make this bathroom into, to modernize it and update it. Even the toilet was a little old. It was also kind of yellowish, and I'm trying to do white to really brighten things up. So did new everything but the shower. So here's the after. So like I said, everything was new but the shower. So the first thing we did was take care of the walls, brighten it up. The second thing was replace everything, to also brighten it up and to also comment each other. So We didn't want anything to be too heavy, so we chose brown floors for all the living spaces. I thought about doing it in the bathrooms, but we decided that we needed to go a little lighter because this space was small. We didn't want the floors to be so dark. It just didn't blend well with everything else that we chose. So we chose different flooring, kind of a grayish brown for the bathrooms. And then the third thing we did was we made sure we pick complementary decorations that would not darken it too much, but also would give a little bit of contrast because you don't want it to be super white and blinding. Because I did white walls, white shower curtain, white, furniture, if you want to call it that. Even my bath mats are kind of like an off-white kind of color. So I chose natural things like this wood shelf, the wood basket. And then, of course, I always like to do a little bit of greenery in the spaces where it's appropriate. One, because it reminds you of nature, and nature is a sign of like calm and peace and just beauty. And so even though it's not real, in the brain, it just kind of does something to your mind because this bathroom has no windows where you can see nature from the space. So it just kind of, gives that element of natural and stuff. So just make sure that you choose things that complement each other. Don't go too heavy. If this bathroom had a window in it, then I would say that you could go more bold with the paint colors you choose, the furniture and all those things. You could go a little more bold with it, but without natural light, and it was already a tight space to begin with, I just wanted to make sure that we left it as a bright and cheerful space and made it feel bigger, and it definitely did that. Which one thing we chose was a more shallow vanity so that it didn't cut into the walk space as much, which also brought a little bit of space. So now let's look at the before and afters, and you can see how it changed from beginning to end. So this bathroom was definitely a lot of fun. It's one of the spaces, it's really hard to say. I'm so happy with how everything turned out in this house, but it's one of the spaces I'm very proud of because I put so much time into those walls, guys. You have no idea. So there it is. So as always, I'm so glad that y'all are here. If you have any questions or anything, definitely, like I said, leave the comments below. Otherwise, I will see y'all in next week's video. So y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to you then.